Are you looking for information from the USDA? The Freedom of Information Act, or FOIA, is a law that provides any person access to federal agency records, except to the extent that such agency records or portions of such agency records are protected from disclosure by one or more of the 9 FOIA exemptions. Filing a FOIA request is not difficult. However, you should keep in mind these 3 things before getting started. First, the records you seek may already be publicly available at www.usda.gov. USDA's website has a wealth of information about popular topics, public initiatives, and the Secretary's priorities. Our website also allows you to delve into the details of each of the Department's component agency programs. In some, you might be able to find what you need when you need it at your convenience without filing a FOIA request. Second, be aware that the FOIA does not require federal agencies to analyze agency records, answer written questions in response to agency records, or create agency records in response to a FOIA. Third, the USDA is a large department employing thousands of people in every capacity. It has no central filing system or computerized index of all the information maintained by all of its agencies. Therefore, specific details regarding the subject of your request, such as key terms, phrases, or names, can make the difference between getting what you want and getting misunderstood. For example, if you know the number of the grant or contract you're requesting, the author or recipients of the agency records, please share this with us. Also, if available, please provide the dates that will be applicable for search. For example, if you're looking for information about a particular program or USDA policy determination that took place in the summer of 2011, please explain you're requesting information from June 2011 through August 2011. The Department has several ways in place for you to file a FOIA request. You can mail or fax it, or send it by email. However, we recommend that you submit your FOIA request online via our Public Access Link, or PAL system. When you submit your FOIA via PAL, you can check the status of your FOIA request online and receive the records you are requesting directly from the system. You may access PAL at Before submitting your FOIA request, you must choose where to send it. Because the USDA is a decentralized department, with each individual agency maintaining its own agency records, it is not possible to send your request to a single employee at Headquarters Central. Instead, you will need to direct your request to the agency or agencies that maintain the agency records that you're looking for. How do you know who has these records? If you do not know who to send your FOIA request to, we recommend visiting. Go to the bottom of the page under Freedom of Information Act Servicing Centers. If you leave your mouse over any servicing center listed for a short period of time, a brief description of the agency and its mission will appear. If, after reviewing the description and missions of the agency, it is still unclear which USDA agency may have responsive records, please send your request to USDA FOIA at ocio.usda.gov. Currently, we do not offer the capability of submitting a FOIA to multiple USDA agencies at one time. However, you may submit the same request to multiple USDA agencies by entering each individual agency request as a new FOIA request if you need the same information from more than one agency. Once you determine where to send your FOIA request, please be sure to include enough information about yourself to enable the FOIA process to work. We do not need your driver's license, social security number, social security card, or other information. We will, however, need your contact information along with any documents authorizing you to receive information related to another party, if applicable. Your contact information is critical. We need this information so that we may contact you should we need clarification from you regarding your FOIA request. We may also need this information in order to contact you to discuss the fees associated with your FOIA request and payment arrangements. Most importantly, we will need this to deliver our response to your request. When Congress passed the FOIA, it decided that the public should help defray part of the cost of processing FOIA requests. The fees are generally minimal. However, FOIA requesters requiring, let's say for example, substantial reproduction cost may expect higher fees. Additionally, the USDA does not bill you when your FOIA fees do not exceed $25, or if you qualify for a fee waiver. Who is able to qualify for a fee waiver? Generally speaking, members of the media and others who are able to demonstrate that the records they are seeking will make a substantial contribution to the public's understanding of the activities and operations of the USDA. For more information on fees, you may want to consult the USDA's FOIA regulations and Section 6A1 of 7 CFR Part 1, Appendix A. Otherwise, it is best to indicate any request if you're willing to pay any FOIA fees, and if so, how much. Otherwise, the USDA will need to contact you should it determine that processing your FOIA request will generate FOIA fees in excess of $25. To recap, here are our recommendations for getting your requested information quickly and as efficiently as possible. First, check the USDA website to ensure that what you're looking for is not already posted. Second, find the agency or agencies that maintain the records you are seeking. www.dm.usda.gov/FOIA/. Log on to PAL and create your user profile. Click on the link to the agency or agencies that maintain the records you're looking for. Third, as clearly as possible, describe what you're seeking. Fourth, let USDA know if you're willing to pay FOIA fees without further notification. Lastly, monitor your email or your home mailbox for responsive records to your FOIA. Before you know it, the records you're looking for will either be in your email inbox or mailbox.